Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet on the bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millis Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Eutaw, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin' Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin' Outdoors live show. We are live from Lawler Timber Company, Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. It is November the 5th, 2022. Sunny outside, 58 degrees, east-southeast winds about 7 miles per hour. And welcome everybody into the show. Got a good crowd on here. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to start out with my special guest today, the mayor of Jackson, Alabama, Mr. Paul South. Let me pull him up here and see. Paul, you ready to go on air?
Let's do it. Let's do it, Big Daddy. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good. Who's that pretty girl you got with you?
Oh, that's my chamber lady.
Okay. All right. That is Katie. Katie, say your last name because I can't pronounce it.
Soderquist.
Okay. Thank you so much for being with us today. And boy, we got a lot going on tomorrow in Jackson, Alabama. Katie, just start out and tell us all about it. The 40th Annual Forestry Festival.
Well, this year it's going to be a little different because for the past several years it's been called the Fall Festival, but we've decided after 6 years of being here, everybody always calls me and says, hey, what's going on with the Forestry Festival? So this year we decided to change the name back to the original name and really celebrate our roots as the Pine City and call it the Forestry Festival. Our whole entire show this year is dedicated to the memory of Terry Jones Slayton. She was such an integral part of the lumberjack competition. She really ran it. I'm sorry, Mr. Wayne, but we all know Miss Terry's been in charge. Our lumberjack competition will start at 10:30 a.m. behind City Hall. All day we will have food and market vendors. The market vendors line the street through downtown Jackson. We will have in the City Hall parking lot some equipment sponsored by Equipment Link. They're bringing some things that the kids can see and touch and know a little bit about some logging equipment. We'll have kids games across the street from City Hall. And then up at the middle school, we will have our annual Smith Memorial Car Show.
It's just going to be a whole lot going on. And this is the 40th annual event, Katie. You ain't 40 years old.
No.
I'll take that up.
But no, I tell you what, I have been emceeing the lumberjack competition now for about 10, 12 years, and that is something that is really dear to me. And of course, Jackson and the entire area is, forest industry is a big part of our area. And these guys come from all over the nation, some of the top steel timber sport lumberjacks in the nation. And Wayne told me some of them are even coming from Europe because Terry was such a big part of that event. And I don't know how we're gonna make it without her, but we're gonna try.
Well, I know her daughter Brooke has really stepped up and been in a lot of communication with me, and Terry's sister has stepped up and been helping with it also. I did forget to mention the turkey call competition. Yes. That'll be inside City Hall too. It is the last qualifier for the Nationals.
And that is a National Wild Turkey Federation certified turkey calling contest, and it is a amateur-friendly turkey calling contest. So if some of you guys that want to get into turkey calling contest, this is the contest you need to enter, because it is a segment just for the amateurs, and they do a great job. This is the 8th annual turkey calling contest, Pine City Turkey Calling Contest too, and I think they're going to start signing up at 8:00 in the morning.
They sure are, and the competition will start at 9. So even though the whole event doesn't start till 9, show up early. Get here, park across the street at the Exxon station, down Magnolia Drive, and get ready for that turkey call competition. You don't want to be late.
And if you want to know any more about it, you can call Kenny Weiss at 251-605-6077. They do a great job. I don't know who's going to judge it this year, but they always have some of the best judges in the turkey calling industry. So that'll be a great, great event. And the lumberjack competition will start. The lumberjack competition will start at 10:30, I think Wayne told me, and it usually lasts about 4 hours. And everybody wants to know, where is it going to be? All you got to do is listen for the chainsaws, because they'll be making some noise.
And I have a schedule of events for that too. I was going to tell you the schedule of events for that competition somewhere in my messages, because I know he does. Well, if you wanted to register for that, you need to get up with Wayne Slayton too.
Yeah.
That one's not done through us either. We have 106 vendor spots filled too for our market vendors. It is going to be the most we have had.
106 vendors, and that includes all kind of food. What about the antique car show? Now that is always a huge event there at Jackson Fall Festival.
It is. Kenny Smith and his family have been a huge help and a huge benefit to the chamber for the 40 years they've been putting the show on. They're looking to have a lot of trophies awarded. We have great gift bags for all of the participants. The registration for that begins at 8 and goes until noon. So you can pull up in your cart anytime between 8 and noon to get parked. The judging for that begins at noon, and the trophies will go out at 2:30.
And it's some great cars there. And what about entertainment? I know you're going to have entertainment all over the place.
We do. At 9 o'clock, we're going to start the show out with Jason Gamble. He's local. He's going to play some music for us. Then at 10 a.m., we have those adorable little dancers from Dynamic Dance. At 10:30, the CCW Jaguars cheerleaders are going to give us a little show and get everybody pepped up. At 11 o'clock, the Big B Boys will come play. And at 1 o'clock, we will have a Christian musician, Hunter Irwin. And then at 3 o'clock, the girls from the Laura's Dreamland Studios will be dancing for us.
Wow, it's something going on all day. Now, when is everything going to get started up in the morning, Katie?
9 a.m.
At 9 a.m. And I'm tell you what, I am really, really looking forward to it because it is going to be a crowd in Jackson, Alabama tomorrow. I guarantee you. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Now, May, I want to talk to you a minute because somebody was asking me how many times I have done the lumberjack competition. I told them, I said, I remember when Mayor South was a councilman, and I still got my Jackson, Alabama pin you gave me and made me an honorary citizen of Jackson, Alabama. So I'm going to wear that pin tomorrow.
I got something else for you when you get here. It's better than a pen.
All right, good deal, good deal. Well, I tell you what,
Big Daddy, you've been doing this what 20 years?
I don't believe it's been 20. It's been probably 15 years.
I bet it's been longer than 15 years. I've been mayor for 6 years now.
Yeah,
and I was a council member. That's my 33rd year in government.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you are doing a good job, and Jackson has grown so much in your tenure as mayor.
Well, the council, myself and the council, we've created kind of like a little incentive program for businesses, and it's working. So, the big thing is shop local. That's what we encourage everybody to do, and we catch a lot of highway traffic, a lot of traffic through Jackson now. So, 2020 kind of scared me with the COVID coming on, the mills talking about shutting down and all, but it all seems to come back now. So,
well, Jackson's going to have one of the biggest populations. It's kind of like Orville next weekend at the Orville Tractor Show. When y'all have the fall festival, you have it will be literally thousands of people in Jackson, Alabama tomorrow.
Yeah, October, November, December is the busy months for any kind of little city or even big cities. You got fairs going on. We got a fair going on here too.
Yeah.
So that's going to draw people. But, it's not all about spending money. It's just, come and have a good time. That's what we want everybody to do. A good time.
And we're going to do it tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for taking time. I know you got a busy day today, and I've seen you in action on Saturday morning. You will start early in the morning, and Katie, I know you will too. Y'all going to be busy, but maybe we'll have a minute to talk before I leave tomorrow. And it's always a pleasure to have the folks from Jackson, Alabama on my show. I miss Wendy this year. They moved the chick chain event from the Fulton to the fair, and I missed her, but I see she's on here this morning, so she's tuned in. I know she had a good crowd for the chick chain and the dairy show last week at the fair.
Tell Wendy I said hello. She comes to Jackson quite a bit, but a little bitty girl. Yeah.
I love her to death. I tell you, she is a asset to Jackson, Clark County, and Washington County too.
Yeah. Big Daddy, I won't keep you long. I'm excited for you coming. We got the stage set up. There's people setting up right now outside. So,
all right, well, I'll be there early.
We're gonna pray for good weather.
Yeah, it's good. Well, it don't matter. It is what it is. Wendy just says she can't wait to see y'all tomorrow, so she's listening.
Well, we'll be here. Yeah, tell her I'm looking for her. I think it's her cousin, Rick Crouch is coming to Jackson. He moved to Montgomery. He was actually an editor of the South Alabamian, but he's kind of like an adopted son to me, but he'll be here too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Looking forward to it. Big day tomorrow in Jackson, Alabama. Katie, Mayor, thank y'all so much, and I'll see you in the morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for coming.
Man, I tell you what, that's going to be a big, big day tomorrow in Jackson, Alabama. And I'm telling you, y'all need to come check it out. I do have the winners of last night's Southwest Alabama Chapter Wild Game Cook-Off in Grove Hill, Alabama, and they are as follows. Third place in fish, Equipment Link with a sheep head West Indies dish. Second place fish, Doja Hardware with a blackened catfish dumplings. First place in the fish was Palomar with a mud bug bowl. Third place in fowl was Palomar with a duck chicharroni nachos. Second place in fowl was Dozier Hardware with a turkey panini with cranberry chutney. Good Lord, I don't know what all that is. First place in the fowl was the Jackson Fire Department with a wickled duck. Third place in game was Clark Air Company with a Bullwinkle Boudin rolls. Second place was Bradford Ag with a venison Byra tacos. First place in game was S&A Lawn Care with an open face venison delight. The runner-up best presentation was Ward Truck. Best presentation was CMC Gas Company. I did not get the People's Choice because they had to vote on it during the event. I will get that later on. But the best overall, the winner who will represent the Southwest Alabama Wildlife Federation Cook-Off in the state event in August up at Lanark and Millbrook at the State Wild Game Cook-Off is Palomar with their mud bug bowl. So congratulations to Palomar for winning the whole thing last night. All right, let's see what we got going on this weekend. Tomorrow down at Isaac Creek, the Monroe County Bass Anglers Open Youth Bass Tournament will blast off at safe daylight. You can register. I guess they'll blast off in order of registration. For more information, contact Rod Sims at his number 334-357-3702. It's a $30 entry fee that includes a $5 lunker pot and a $5 small fish pot. This is, this is a youth tournament. Adults can only contribute one fish. No creel limit, no size limit, and that's going to be a great event for the kids tomorrow at Isaac Creek. Also tomorrow at the all-new Demopolis City Landing, the Extreme Bass Challenge Demopolis Open. They'll blast off at safe daylight. John McAlpin to get a boat number 334-654-4278. And also, well, we've already talked about this, but let's mention it again. Pine City Classic 8th Annual Turkey Calling Contest will be tomorrow at the Jackson City Hall. Registration starts at 8 o'clock. And as I said before, this is an amateur-friendly call. It is a National Wild Turkey Federation sanctioned call. And but if you're an amateur and you want to get into the turkey calling contest, this is the event to sign up for tomorrow in Jackson, Alabama. And then tomorrow at Bridgeport City Landing, the Gilbertown Bass Club Open will be going on. $100 entry fee, includes the big fish. Charles Owens to get your boat number 251-331-0371. And also a trapping workshop will be next weekend, November the 12th and 13th in Greenville, Alabama. Mike Severings, who you need to call to get signed up for that, 205-340-1183. And I also do want to mention that this Thursday, November the 10th, from 11 to 1 o'clock, the Town Country United Bank will have their Customer Appreciation Day. They'll be serving hot dogs, and I'm sure they'll be giving little trinkets away. They just want to thank everybody for being a customer at Town Country United Bank in Camden, Alabama. And then next Saturday from 9 to 12, I will be at McGraw-Webb Chevrolet on the bypass with my old buddy Wayne Edgeworth as he brings the Golly Whopper ministry to McGraw-Webb Chevrolet. He'll have that big 8-point Golly Whopper on display, and we'll also be selling and giving away tickets for a chance to hunt with Wayne in January at the Edgeworth Farm. That'll be next weekend at McGraw-Webb Chevrolet from 9 to 12 o'clock, and I invite everybody to come join us. And, of course, we mentioned this a while ago, too, next weekend in Orrville, Alabama, where the living is easy. It is the annual tractor show, and that is a huge event. antique tractors, antique cars, vendors. It'll be from 9 to 4 o'clock, all kind of entertainment. My old buddy George, the G-Man Henry, will be doing the MCing, and all the proceeds will go to the Orville Safford Volunteer Fire Department next weekend. So that's all we got. Got a lot of stuff going on. Got a good crowd. Oh, I do want to mention too, the Big Buck Contest is going on, and next weekend, the youth deer season comes in next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th is a special youth deer season. All you kids 15 years and under can hunt. You got to have an adult with you, but let me tell you, that is a great thing for our youth. And I do want to mention something too before we get into. I have got a little. I did this. You know, everybody's so politically correct, and I get so many pictures of deer now, and I want all the pictures y'all send me at the deer. But the worst thing a hunter can do is to turn a non-hunter into an anti-hunter by giving them the wrong impression of what we do as hunters. So when you send a picture in of your deer, be sure to have your hunter's orange on. Be aware of where your muzzle is positioned. I got a couple of pictures last year from kids that killed their first deer, and they got so excited when they put their guns down on the deer. It was not pointed in a very appropriate place. And I had to send it back to the people that sent me. I said, do you really want to post that? And of course, once they saw it, they said, no, let's don't put that up there. And of course, that was the only picture they had taken. So be very, very aware of unload your gun, and be aware of where the position is, the muzzle position is, before you take the picture of that first deer. And I ask you, ain't got to, but it just looks better if you wipe the blood off and position the tongue where it ain't hanging out. That's just some guidelines that I ask you to do. Am I not going to post a picture because it's not, that doesn't follow those guidelines? Absolutely, I'm gonna post it. But I just wanted to give y'all a heads up on that. That's just something not to get people stirred up about. But the Big Buck Contest it's going on right now, and it is. Purchase your tickets at these locations: Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, Venison LLC, Handyman Building Supply, McDonald's Grocery, Wilcox Farm and Hunting Supply, Pine Hill at Mike's Country Kitchen, and Oak Hill at Oak Hill's Grocery. Over $15,000 worth of gift certificates will be given away. The tickets are $20 adults, $10 youth. And I've already seen 2 big Clark County deer killed that they left money on the table because they didn't have a ticket. If you hunt in any of these following counties: Butler, Clark, Dallas, Lowndes, Marengo, Monroe, or Wilcox, don't go hunting without that Wilcox Area Chamber Big Buck Contest ticket, because I promise you, you will want to get some of that money. It's going to be fun. I talk about the youth season. Muzzle loader season now comes in. Special muzzle loader and air rifle season will come in November the 14th through the 18th. And then the gun season comes in on November the 19th and goes out February the 10th, 2023. So, and when you kill that deer, I did get a notice the other day that the old stale Crockett, dude, that's Money Dude, he has got his seasoning now on sale at Safford Trading Company. So be sure to get by there and get that, because that guy does a great job. I love to watch his cooking shows. And of course, now we got 2 guys, Joe Allen and Todd, doing a cooking show too. And I know y'all seen that, because Miss Carolyn Drinkard put them on the front page of the Clark County paper the other day, and just swell the old heads up. Boy, look at all the folks we got on here this morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me show y'all. I did a podcast this week with one of the sweetest girls, loves to fish. Her name is Sarah Parvin, and she's on a mission to raise the world record bluegill. Now look at that. You think she ain't on the way? That is just some of the bluegill that she is raising in her slab lab. It's what she calls her 5-acre private pond. And she is trying to, the world record was caught in 1950 in Alabama in a Birmingham private pond. It weighed 4 pounds, 12 ounces. And she's trying to raise one bigger than that. And I think she's going to do it. Look at the size of those bluegill right there. And Sarah's just a special person. And I really enjoyed talking to her on podcast 191. And I asked y'all to go download it and let her and listen to what she's got to say, and we pulling for her. Also, I want to show you this. This came from a listener. They camping out down at the Millis Ferry campground. That is Ronnie and Pam Knowles. They sent me a nicest note and thanked me for the information that they got from us on the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report we do every Wednesday night. And because they listened to us and went to what we was talking about, they went fishing, and that's what they produced on Millis Ferry, fishing on that riverbank after listening to us on the show. And I appreciate them sharing that with us. Ronnie and Pam Knowles, I think they from Flomaton, Alabama. But buddy, they caught some slabs on Millis Ferry this past week camping out at the Millis Ferry campground. Always glad to have folks visiting and fishing. The Reeling Redneck, good morning from Monroe County. My old cousin Jim Andrews, Squirrel Dumplings, yep. And they all can go watch that video. I got it on my everybody. I want everybody to see this. This Saturday night, be sure to set your clocks back an hour. We fall back, and that will happen tomorrow night. So be sure and do that tomorrow night. And officially, I think it's 2:00. But when you go to bed, you will gain an hour. So don't forget that tomorrow night. And thank you, Bud, for reminding us of that. All right, Danny and Gloria McDonald tuned in. Tommy D, old Slim. Matthew Brady, good morning from Perry County. Old Dick May up in Tennessee. Alan Cook, good morning. I reckon you in Louisiana this morning, Alan. And we talked about my dear friend Wendy was tuned in. Tammy Sue Campbell, good morning, Tammy Sue. How you doing, my dear? Joe Allen's up in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Good morning. Robert Hudson, always tuned in. Larry, Debbie Abernathy. William Malone, how you doing, my friend? William Jones, Jolly Owens. Grandma Karen, we'll do the Grandma Karen weather here in just a minute, but let's see. We'll do that right after this. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's. Outfitters for the serious sportsman. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906, bringing you the Gettin Outdoors weather since 2007. West Alabama Land Services, Jason Daly, licensed, insured, forestry mulching, brush cutting, and much more. Brett Lofton at Southern Advertising in Monroeville, Alabama, printing almost everything since 1992. Plaza Golf Cart Sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa, your easy go superstore. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama, proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin Outdoors podcast. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama, family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Harris Farm and Marketplace, Possum Bend, Alabama, Park, Laree, Pip, and Hunter, family-grown, family-owned farm fresh produce. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now, let's get back to the live show. And I do want to mention, I talked to Park yesterday in Harris Farms. Those collars are coming on. Those collars are going to be ready for you before Thanksgiving lunch. So if you're in the market for some good, fresh, homegrown collars, Harris Farms has got to do it. So it's got them and be ready for long. As soon as they get ready, I'll be putting it on my Facebook page. All right, let's go over to Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen weekend weather forecast for the weekend of November the 4th through November the 6th, 2022. Today, sunny with a high near 79, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 58, southeast winds 5 miles per hour. Then tomorrow, if you're fishing in a tournament on Miller's Ferry, the Gilberttown tournament or the Demopolis Open up in Demopolis, or the youth tournament down at Isaac Creek, or if you're going to the Jackson Forestry Festival tomorrow, a slight chance of showers, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m., mostly cloudy with a high 77, south winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain tomorrow is 50%, and that will be 50. That means 50% chance it won't rain. So don't make no don't change your plans because of that. Then Saturday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m. Cloudy, then gradually becoming partly cloudy with a low around 61, south winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming calm in the afternoon. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 81, calm winds becoming southeast 5 miles an hour in the morning, and Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 60 degrees and calm winds. That is your Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen Gettin Outdoors weekend detailed weather report. And this is what it's like in California. I always like to compare our weather with California weather. And Grandma Karen says a cloudy 39 to start the day off. The skies will be mostly clear. The low will be 39, temps near freezing, wind 4 miles an hour, high today 64. Don't forget to change your clocks. I also like to change my batteries and my smoke detectors with the time change. Have a great week and stay safe. Thank you, Grandma Karen, for that great information. And I always love to compare our South Alabama weather with her California weather. And that was good. All right, everybody. Please, I'm gonna do some live stuff tomorrow. I will be on stage at the lumberjack competition. We got some of the top timber sports guys coming tomorrow. Some of those collegiate timber sport guys and some of those steel timber sport guys that you see on TV. They will be there tomorrow, and I will be doing some live stuff on the stage tomorrow. So y'all tune into the Facebook page and come if you can. We want a big crowd. We want to celebrate the 40th annual lumberjack competition in memory of my dear friend, Miss Terry Slayton, who we lost tragically this year. And I tell you what, Brooke, and I know Brooke and her sister are going to step up tomorrow, but I don't know, we'll never replace Terry and what all she did for us at that event. But we're going to go. We're going to keep it going. All right, that's all I got going on right now. Remember to spay and neuter your animals. Spay and neuter your animals. Always practice safety. If you are hunting, fishing, camping, or whatever you're doing, planting food plots, we don't want to have any reports of hunting accidents this year. You know, last year the hunting accidents were down and we didn't have any fatalities last year, and we want to keep it like that this year. So remember that and practice safety. I will be at the lumberjack competition in the morning at 10:30. I'll stop by and say hello if you're in Jackson. And everybody have a great weekend. Now more than ever, God bless America. And remember what old Big Dad says. Get outdoors.
Pap taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick. I thank Daddy for my savvy, how to hunt and how to carry anything that I might need to get a piece of skillet meat. How to walk and how to hide, how to crawl and how to slide, how to sneak, stalk and climb and do